question that Chris Statlander is ready to become TBS champion one more time in her career. Well, here we go.
Everybody on their feet, and I would suggest, Tony, you do the same, because ever since Jon Moxley lived by the ominous quote, to be a king, you gotta kill a king, foreshadowing his brutal turn on Bryan Danielson, no one has been safe. I'm finding myself look behind me when I walk down a corridor. You can see Moxley couldn't have done it on his own. Marina Shafir, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta.
And of course, Pac, part of that group. And, you know, Jon Moxley, I mentioned this on Wednesday, feels that AEW is not the same company that he helped build with his bare hands 5 years ago. And his charge, he says, is to burn down AEW and rebuild it from the ground up like it was. And I'm sure that he even looks around and sees what's going on, and he's looking around at the fans here now as well. Look at this.
You've got to be very careful when you're around Moxley. Now he's the champion.
We are live in Philadelphia. The home of Orange Cassidy, who in 3 weeks says he's gonna cut the head off the snake and win the AEW World Championship. Orange Cassidy wants to be the king. Well, he's got the right idea, but it's not that simple. You see, Orange, the game doesn't begin on November 23rd at Full Gear. The game has already begun. The question isn't whether or not you can slay the dragon in the ring. The question is whether or not you can even make it to Full Gear with your body and your mind intact. Orange Cassidy brings the AEW World Championship home to Philadelphia. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something for you all to be proud of? Philly, I've given you something to be proud of. I know Philadelphia better than most. I cut my teeth here. I know what kind of person it takes to make it in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a city that produces champions. Hard-nosed people with grit and guts and determination. People of unshakable character. People like Wheeler Yuta. Honest, hard-working people who do their job like this kid. I love this kid. I would do anything for this kid. Wheeler Yuta understands sacrifice. He understands putting your ego aside for the mission, for the goal, for the objective. Wheeler Yuta knows what it's like to fight for something bigger than himself. Wheeler Yuta is a Philadelphia hero.
Well, what's going on here? We hear some action. Andretti, who's been nothing less than a hothead as of late.
They're taking a big risk here.
Very brazenly walks to the ring.
Hey, I cannot stand to listen to this for another second. You out here calling Wheeler Yuta a hometown hero? I think all these people could agree with me when I say that Wheeler Yuta is not what Philadelphia represents. By the looks of it, with that scruffy-ass beard, Wheeler looks like he came straight out of Amish town, fresh off a horse and buggy. And if you want to talk about anybody representing Philadelphia, you can talk about me, Action Andretti. And if there's one thing about me and my people, when you in our city, we ain't really about all that talking, because we are all about that action. I came out here, I'm by myself, and I ain't come to chit-chat. I came here to throw hands with every single one of you right here, right now. What's up?
Wow. I mean, wow. Watch out behind. It's the bastard Pac. And Pac from behind. You had to know something was up when there was no Pac and there was no Claudio walking out with Jon Moxley.
Pac, evidently another man
What's Moxley
who knows
doing
all
now?
about sacrifice.
Rensburg doing what he should have done, which was face the action and get Wheeler down and a running pump kick.
It was Moxley, the mastermind, who sent young Yuta out to distract the official and let Shafir do the damage. And now Pac gonna finish the job.
Up on top, gigantic superplex from the top. Both men, as you can see, hit hard, including Pac. Pac poised, puts on the brutalizer. The brutalizer is on.
In the center of the ring.
Action Andretti.
Yes. Verbal tap.
Well, Action Andretti,
He's out.
who got the pinfall last night with that Falcon Arrow, is out now from the brutalizer, and still, right now, it's almost like a chokehold.
It's exactly a chokehold. There's nothing almost like it about it.
And he's out. Come on, he is out. Nothing Bryce Rensburg can do, and look at the eyes of Pac.
The blood through the carotid artery stopped flowing to the brain, and you go out.
This kid cannot take this. Not any human being can take this,
Yeah, well, he's got to
Nigel.
break the hold now, though. Wait a second.
It's Orange Cassidy out into the...
Hey, I gotta say something real quick. Go Birds. See, I love Philadelphia. You like Philadelphia too, don't you, Wheeler Yuta? Remember all the times we had here? Do you remember when you first started training and I was there and we were helping you? Do you remember that? Do you remember when you were on some tough times and you needed a place to stay, so you slept on my couch? You remember that? Right on Girard Avenue, you remember that? I had a roommate, what was his name? My roommate, oh yeah, Chuck Taylor. Do you remember him? I remember that Wheeler Yuta, the old Wheeler Yuta. But the person I'm looking at right now in the ring is definitely not him. Because the old Wheeler Yuta would have never let anybody wrap a chair around their mentor's neck and crush it. The person in that ring now thinks that Jon Moxley, the guy who said he wants to burn AEW down to the ground, cares about you. He doesn't care about you. He's never cared about you. He's using you. And I need to show you, I need to show everybody that Jon Moxley is not the man he says he is. And you know how I do that? Because I put a stop to all the promises and everything he says now. In 2 weeks, couple hours up the road on 95 at Full Gear. I bring back the old Wheeler Yuta. I bring back AEW. And I beat Jon Moxley and become the next AEW World Champion.
How about that? Wheeler Yuta, well, he and Jon Moxley had some words, and Moxley telling him to go get him. He slapped him in the face, and Wheeler Yuta's going with a chair towards Orange Cassidy. And Orange Cassidy standing right there. Hands in the pocket. He's telling Wheeler, go ahead, and look at Wheeler Yuta looking back at Moxley, looking at Orange Cassidy. I don't know. It seems conflicted. And now, the Orange Punch! The Orange Punch! Moxley is outraged. He's having a conniption.
Moxley is furious. He's beside himself. He's making chase. Wheeler Yuta. Well, I can barely speak. I'm so upset.
Wheeler Yuta's down.
He should have listened to Moxley when he had the chance.
And Orange Cassidy's up in the stands.